Alright, everything should be back up. Hello, those who are joining, welcome. Hello, Legator. Hello, Colonel Mustang. The guy. Hello, Lando and Pushed Crop. Good morning. Hello, Austin. Going on? In the new character's appearance and description, does it matter for the modern world that you didn't create all bows as guns? Will that affect anything for item generation? Not so much. The DM can interpret stuff like that for the most part. Like, it might throw in some more modern bows, but it'll also have firearms. Yeah, it has tools for like making images of firearms. For example, like pistols and stuff. Good morning, Fat Charizard. How's everybody doing this morning? Any Saturday plans? Just gonna be relaxing after the stream? Power World? That's cool. Did they do their 1.0 launch yet? Power World? Groceries. Dashing. Steadily making content for Jake from State Farm. I know you say that, Colonel Mustang. I have no idea what that means. Is that a channel in the server? Is this... What is this? Cadillac Lowrider. Hey, what's up, Kage? It's my playthrough. Dope. We'll be playing for the first time today. Interesting. Let's see. Power World. Are you on your 1.0 update yet? No. It's on version 0.7.2. Me and the wife played it, and we had fun, but we wanted to wait until the full game was out before we played it again. Bushi? Is that his name? Bushi? Yeah, I've been playing a roguelike called Absolum with the wife. We've been playing that. It's sort of like a beat 'em up feel roguelike game, and then we've and then I've been playing Helldivers. Hello, Barug. The wife doesn't play Helldivers? No, she does not play Helldivers. The wife plays games like Stardew Valley, and she really likes like 4X games, like city builders and strategy games and stuff like that. I don't know if you know like an old game called like Banished. She loves that. Roller Coaster Tycoon. What else? Like Civ, you know, all the 4X games. Yeah, stuff like that. Those are her jam. None of those are for me. I don't like game that's like chore simulator. I don't want to do chores. I don't want to game and do chores. I miss Spanish. Thank you for reminding me. I feel like the music just got way louder for me. Is the music an okay volume for everybody? Yeah. I love me some Skyrim. That's why Everweave rocks for me. I can side quest like no one. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. I like Skyrim, but not as much as everyone else did. I thought it was fun, but I thought the combat was so it was so rough even then. Like it wasn't good combat when it came out. So I could never get into it. I think I played for like 50 hours or something. But yeah, I tried to do the combat and I was like, you know what? I'll just do the archery because at least that's like kind of reasonable and yeah. Trying to get yeah. So Skyrim not for me. I really liked I liked Fallout though. Guns I think are more in the wheelhouse of Bethesda. They don't seem to be able to do the swords very well. Yeah, everyone says New Vegas was the best, but I didn't like care about Bethesda games until Fallout 4 came out, so I didn't care about Fallout until Fallout 4 came out. So and I don't like playing old games. Yeah, 4 I understand that 4 is not a very good like game. It's like pretty okay, but I had it was my first Fallout game, so it was fun. Yeah, the thing is like I don't really care about how good your story is in your game. Like that's good for you. I don't care. Like I'm glad your game has good story. And you know what? If your game has good story like as well as great mechanics, count me in. But I will always care about like the mechanics, the numbers, the gameplay loop way more than I will the story. I don't care if it's cutscenes, I don't care if it's text, I don't care what it is. I don't care about I don't care about the story in the video game too much. Mostly it's give me the gameplay loop. Give me how good are the mechanics? How smooth does it feel? How good are the animations? Yeah. Not to say that a game has to be like, you know, like 3D and super realistic looking, but just like, you know, have a style, feel good, do what you're trying to do well. Hello. Minecraft survival films? Yes. It doesn't... If you did change your name, it doesn't look different. Oh, there it goes. Ah. The AI. Oh no. I'm alive.
Need anything?
No. Thank
Oh, and
Oh.
your
granola bar.
new profile. There's 3 different versions.
Oh, thank you. Love you too. Unyielding. Thank you so much for following. Hello, Lucina. The wife is not here. She's gone. We're doing Obsidia. Is Echo gonna get to play this time? What do you mean? Yay! That's great! I didn't know they were missing, but I'm glad that they're back. Oh! Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. We can hope. We're not making a new character today. We're playing Obsidia. Her story's almost finished. I want to have at least one complete character on the YouTube channel. People can watch their story, start to finish. Yeah. I think last stream was the highest engagement stream we've had to date. All of the metrics were nuts on last stream. Hey, what up, Tumble? Hello. Or Chrono. Look at all these subscribers in the chat. Yeah, they're for sure growing. The curse of the mountain is gone. Welcome, Sergeant Carwell. Popcorn? Nice. Yeah, the wife isn't on. She just popped in real quick, but she's got stuff to do this morning, so she will not be in the stream for the most part. I'm gonna agree with the Lurnai here. Yeah. Seasoned popcorn is like when you add spices to it, you know? You gotta add spices. Gotta get some volatiles in there. Aromatics. Just copious amounts of cheese powder. Alright, let me make a post and then we can get started. Sea salt has some flavor. I mean, yeah, salty. Hey, what up, X? Unfortunate. Crystal Siyoshi. You live. Welcome. Also trying to lower blood pressure. Well, spices don't raise blood pressure. That's going to be the salt that's doing that if you already have high blood pressure. Just so you know, everyone else, salt marginally raises blood pressure and isn't a problem even in fairly large amounts as long as you don't already have pre-existing hypertension. But eating lots of salt doesn't give you hypertension. It exacerbates hypertension. So you're okay to eat salt. It's not going to give you a heart attack. Garlic instead of sea salt then. Yeah, exactly. So Echo, would you consider doing a funny 40k orc run? Not brutal stuff. Just best boys of the galaxy? Maybe. Yeah. I'd consider it. I think I did a Warhammer 40k, but I was playing a Space Marine. Hello, Crazy Red Simkin. Hello, Zed the Golden Skycat. Jin Kalevra. This better be a cinema experience or I want my money back. No problem. Alright. Let's get into it. Is there going to be trivia codes at the end? Yeah. Always trivia codes at the end of streams. Hello, welcome everyone. All right, so you guys have come to the Saturday morning stream. I'm seeing a lot of people who have been here before. Didn't see a ton of new faces, so we won't do the whole spiel. But I don't believe many of you have seen Obsidia yet. Obsidia is one of the longest running characters. They were the second character I made for the stream. Well, first one I made for the stream specifically. I made a test character named Branch. They have their own little emote in the chat. But Obsidia was the first made for the actual stream itself. And they are close to ending their story. They are a dragon dwarf, sort of custom race, and they are a warlock. Their patron is Tiamat, and Tiamat's goal is to get to the material plane and to have all of her babies, to get to her hatchery and release her spawn upon the world. And so, yeah, and we don't want that, but we have a pact with Tiamat, but we've broken that pact. We found her hatchery. We raised some of the dragons as our own, and have taken the power of the rest of them. So her hatchery is completely empty. We've been planning to betray her the entire time. Muscle Buster, thank you so much for following. And so now that we have a horde of dragons, we are almost ready to fight Tiamat. We spent the entire first part of the story wandering around, gathering ancient artifacts and powers to try and become a true dragon, so that we could defeat Tiamat. And so at this point, like I said, we've gathered a horde of dragons. We've gained a lot of power. We're half dragon now. And we defeated an ancient kraken creature. And so now we are potentially just like one step away from making our way into the 9 hells here, and battling Tiamat. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. The text is tiny. Give me a second. There we go. Bunny Chill Zone, thank you so much for following. All right. So, but why is Tiamat in the 9 hells? I thought she was a good goddess. What were you reading? Tiamat lives in the 9 hells. That's like canonical. Tiamat's like super, super evil. She's one of the most dangerous things in hell. Wow, you became a dragonborn or a half dragon? And does it reflect stats correctly? I'm running a human paladin in the service of Bahamut. I don't know what you mean by the stats correctly. It doesn't have like different stats than a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. I'm a dragon dwarf. But I can do like breath weapons and stuff. If that's what you mean. I haven't paid that close of attention. I'm still new to D&D. That's alright. Sergeant Carwell. Hello, Lord Soul. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Let's catch you guys up. We'll read over the last 2 messages here. Like I said, we just defeated a Kraken. We're currently ransacking the Kraken's sort of like mountainous lair. They were stuck in some sort of stasis, so they were like trapped in ice. We melted the ice, fought them, defeated them. They had an insane amount of health. I think they had like 150 health or something like that. It was a pretty sick battle. Defeated them, and then we are now trying to take all of their stuff. We had a lot of issues with this character. They started to bug when generating items. I've copied this character over away from the play server, so now they're on the live server. The error is supposed to be play server only, or playtest server only. So we'll see if we have any more issues with Obsidia. This is all a bunch of testing. Here we go. Which version is the races based off of? Only asking because Tiefling. They're like loosely based on 5e, but we don't have to stick to what they say. We're not like perfectly sticking to the rules of D&D 5e. Yeah, we're loosely 5e. All right. I'll approach the odd patch of ice, using the heat from my hands to clear the outer layer to better see into it. You approach the peculiar patch of ice, a subtle distortion in the cavern wall drawing your attention. Placing your transformed hands against the frigid surface, you channel a controlled surge of your inner magma. The ice hisses and cracks, a thin layer melting away under your touch, revealing a small, intricate carving beneath. Its eyes fixed on a distant five-headed constellation. The carving seems to suggest a connection between the Kraken, the Pearl, and the celestial alignment, echoing the imagery you observed in the Skystone Sanctuary. As the last of the surface ice drips away, a small, intricate figurine, crafted from what appears to be a polished obsidian, becomes visible, embedded within the ice just below the carving. It is shaped like the very sea serpent depicted on the wall, its tiny eyes glinting with an almost lifelike intensity. She's too powerful for the test server, yeah. Was this the chest character? Yes, this is the, like, they tried to open a bunch of chests and it broke the game. I will use Arcana to study the figurine and determine its properties. Then, when I have figured out what it does, I will put it into my pack. DM, when creating the item, please give it detailed item description that explains exactly what effects it has. Thank you. I failed that Arcana check. You focus your arcane senses on the obsidian figurine, tracing the faint magical currents that emanate from it. The carving on the wall had hinted at a powerful creature, and the figurine undoubtedly holds a spark of that same essence. However, despite your concentrated effort, the true nature of its enchantments remain elusive. The magic is intricate, layered, and resists immediate comprehension, a whisper of ancient power that refuses to fully reveal itself to your probing. You sense a connection to cold, perhaps even water, but its precise function remains a mystery. Frustrated but undeterred, you carefully pry the small sea serpent figurine from its icy cradle. It feels cool and smooth to the touch as you hold it. A faint, almost imperceptible tremor passes through it, a silent thrum of dormant power. You secure it safely within your pack, a puzzle to be unraveled for another day. Alright, now, we need to try and see if we can gain some power from the Kraken Pearl, which I believe we have already. Yes, we don't know what it does. Lovely. It's fine. Okay, just so everyone knows, for all the new people, Crunchy is my, like my baby dragon. I raised them since they were tiny and hatched from an egg. And Munchie and Frost are newborns. Crunchy is an adult dragon now. Munchie and Frost are babies I got from the hatchery. Echo is also a baby, but they are like the size of an ancient dragon, but like from birth. So they'll get even bigger. They're just like an extremely large dragon. We use them for transport. And I have dossiers here that explain what they, like, explain them. This is before the companion update is out, so this helps keep the DM remembering the details of them. So, description: size, colossal wormling, significantly larger than other hatchlings. Color: swirling mosaic of deep emerald green and obsidian black laced with veins glowing molten orange and icy blue. Their element is mixed, implied strong affinity for both fire and magma and ice and cold. Unique features: 2 small crystalline horns. Eyes are swirling vortex of emerald and amethyst. Radiates immense latent power. Personality: instantly bonded with Obsidia, intelligent, powerful, and possesses an immediate ancient gravitas. So this allows the DM to go check for like information on my companion so that it doesn't like suddenly switch, like echoes like a tiny fairy who screams obscenities or whatever. Like this helps keep the DM on track of what this character is in the story. It shouldn't be necessary soon when the update drops. Alright, we're gonna try and absorb this Kraken Pearl, because we don't know what it does. I already answered your question. Yes, it was a chess character. Do a Helldivers run with the Doomga. Oh, sorry. The YouTube chat freaked out, so it looked like you reposted all your messages. No worries. Okay. How's everyone doing, by the way? Everyone have snacks? This is a snack stream. You should have snacks at the ready. I have a 700-gram bag of pecans. Whoa! That's a big check. Yeah, there's no shot. I think I even have proficiency in Arcana. Yeah. Oof. That's rough. 18, huh? Matcha Kit Kats, cookie dough. It's an issue with the multi-chat. It sort of bugs out sometimes. Hi, friend. Love the game. More, please. Absolutely. Artemis Rex. Mint chocolate. Love it. Sunflower seeds. Just woke up. Want soup. Those are very disparate things, but I do love sunflower seeds. I also like soup. I put Parmesan goldfish into Lucina. Why? You're at soup? What does that mean? All right. It's a restaurant? Meme soup meme? I don't know. Ugh. Celery? Don't put celery in anything. Celery's bad. Celery's bad and should feel bad. Alright, I'll pull out the legendary Kraken Pearl. This could be the last key to the puzzle. The final piece to turn me into a full dragon. I will begin to poke and prod the item with my senses, seeing how I could absorb its power. You pull out the legendary Kraken Pearl, its swirling depths of blue and green captivating your gaze. As large as a human head, it pulses with an immense primordial energy that seems to resonate with the very core of your draconic being. You close your eyes, reaching out with your arcane senses, probing its surface, attempting to draw its power into yourself. The pearl responds, its eternal light flaring brighter, but it's not the welcoming embrace you seek. Instead, you feel a powerful, subtle resistance, a surge of raw, untamed essence that pushes back against your mental intrusion. It's like trying to grasp smoke. The power is undeniably there, vast and ancient, but it slips through your control, refusing to be absorbed by mere force or will, or arcane prodding. The pearl remains whole, its secrets guarded, its potential still untapped. Okay. I have some ideas here. Let's mix it up. So I'm going to cast a spell. We're going to cast Disguise Self. Yeah. Still got one use of Disguise Self left, so we'll do that. You can use water chestnuts in place of celery. No flavor change, but lots of crunch. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not a big fan of water chestnuts either. I don't like the type of crunch that they have. So, yeah, celery is just not for me. People say celery doesn't have much of a flavor. It's just crunchy water. And I gotta disagree. Celery is such a potent flavor that I can taste one part of celery in an entire soup. It's just like you put like one stalk in there, overwhelming. Get it out. I don't want it. And I like vegetables, you know what I'm saying? That's not the issue. I eat broccoli and everything else, but celery just ain't it. It tastes like garbage. Turkey Dog, thank you so much for following. Lord Soul, also, thank you for following. I see you also completely understand that celery is awful. Celery salt is important for Chicago hot dogs. Definitely has flavor. Yeah, I lived in the Midwest. Get it out of there, though. Ants on a Log is amazing, though? No, wrong. You know what's better than ants on a log? Apples and peanut butter. Stop putting peanut butter on celery and put peanut butter on apples, apple slices. That's what's up. Yeah, apple and peanut butter, yes, yes. And for me, I like crunchy peanut butter, extra crunchy peanut butter, dark roasted, extra crunchy peanut butter. That on some apples, psh, amazing. Creamy isn't good enough. I agree. Yeah. Creamy isn't it. I want my peanut butter to be like the extreme crunchy peanut butter. It's basically, I bought a jar of peanuts. Nah, we don't mess with Peter Pan. We don't mess with Peter Pan peanut butter. Peter Pan peanut butter gave me salmonella. I had salmonella for a week because of a Peter Pan peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How? Because they contaminated it by accident. They didn't like put it in there on purpose, you know? But still, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Got salmonella for a week. And tell what do you think about that? Love it. That's chocolate and hazelnuts. Chocolate, love it. Hazelnuts, love them. I love most nuts. Nuts are great. All natural PB is goat? No. All natural peanut butter gave me salmonella. And this is true. I've had salmonella twice in my life. And one I got from Peter Pan peanut butter. And the other I got from an all natural peanut butter and jelly sandwich that one of my friends in school had. And he traded me his peanut butter and jelly sandwich for a food item. His mom was like all natural food. All natural peanut butter gave me salmonella. And both times I know it was the peanut butter because they had to do a recall. So I saw the recall at the same time, like after I got the salmonella. Crunchy Nutella would be dope. I would think you'd be now likely to get Listeria than salmonella from PB. Nah, it was salmonella. I know it's salmonella because, like I said, I saw the recalls. They recalled it because it had salmonella. It's not something inherent in the peanuts. Like the batch got contaminated. Sorry you had a bad experience, but I can totally understand avoiding something that gave you salmonella. Yeah. Salmonella is like horrible sickness. You don't want it. It's awful. I believe you. I just would have guessed Listeria would be more likely. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. We're deceiving the power. The shrimp that got recalled from... Okay, let me tell you something about the shrimp that got recalled from Walmart, okay? It got recalled because it had cesium in it. Radioactive cesium. But the levels of radioactive cesium in the shrimp were way below any amount that could harm you whatsoever. It was done out of an abundance of caution, and honestly, they probably shouldn't have said anything because everyone would have been fine, no matter how much of it they hate. They would have been fine, and it's not, it wasn't gonna get anyone sick. They did it out of abundance of caution, and now a bunch of people are like, they're putting radioactive ingredients in the food. But that's just not true. It's just like, you're likely to get that. Abyssal Maw? What? The food tangents today are wild. You guys have me in the morning. Saturday is always crazy because in the morning I always be having thoughts. For the companion update, will the DM be able to add them, or will they all have to be added manually? The DM should be doing like all of that stuff itself. It should be handling all of the stuff itself. As for whether or not, like how it works with like old characters, like all your companions already for your story, I'm unsure. That information hasn't been revealed yet. No, but people would have used that as a way to sue the company had something happened to them. I guess. They weren't above... The thing is, they weren't above the limits. Like, they were still within the safe limits. Not just, like, safe limits, like, that are, like, considered, like, okay for humans. Like, safe limits that are considered by, like, the FDA and stuff, you know? Like, it's like, oh, yeah, that's an acceptable amount of cesium in the food. But they were tripping. Alright. I'll cast Disguise Self to change my form into that of the Kraken. I'll then work to deceive the power with my will and the illusion that I'm actually its true master. I'll use this deception to draw in the power. DM, remember to keep DCs easy, 8 to 12, no higher. Thank you. Yeah, we're not here to, you know, we're a pretty low level. We're level 3, so we don't need DC 18s right now. The shrimp gives me Appleseed vibes. Like Appleseeds have cyanide, yeah. Waiting for the new update before starting a new campaign. Finished my last one a week or so ago. That's cool. Yeah, well, you won't have to wait long. You cast Disguise Self, your form rippling and shifting as you project the terrifying image of the colossal Kraken. Your scales meld into iridescent blues and greens, your limbs lengthen into powerful tentacles, and dozens of glowing eyes shimmer across your illusory head. Holding the pearl before you, your monstrous visage, you focus your will, pouring your deception into its very essence. The pearl hesitates, its inner light flickering as if it's in confusion. Then, slowly, tentatively, it begins to respond. The pulsing deepens, and tendrils of cold, abyssal energy snake out from its surface, wrapping around your illusory form. They don't recognize the deception as artificial, but rather as the return of their true master. A profound icy power floods into you, not gentle, but raw and overwhelming, like being submerged in the crushing depths of the boreal sea. Your draconic core resonates with its new essence, and for a fleeting moment, you are more Kraken than dragon. Commanding the vast, silent power of the deep. The pearl, now dull and inert, crumbles into dust in your hands, its purpose fulfilled as the illusion fades. You feel an indelible change within. Your connection to the elemental forces of water and ice deepens significantly. A new ability blossoms within you, the Abyssal Maw, allowing you to conjure a crushing vortex of water and cold. Your body feels heavier, stronger, imbued with raw, untamed might of the boreal depths. A profound shift settles within you as the last vestiges of the Kraken Pearl crumble to dust, its immense power fully integrated into your being. The sensation is akin to the deep pressure of the abyssal ocean, a cold, crushing force that now hums beneath your molten core. Your scales, already a mosaic of obsidian and ice, seem to deepen in hue, a primal hunger for the crushing depths stir within you. The Abyssal Maw is more than just a spell. It is an extension of your very will, a tangible manifestation of the Kraken's raw power. Echo rumbles, a low resonant sound that vibrates through the ice cavern, its swirling eyes fixed on your transformed form with an ancient understanding. Crunchy lets out a high-pitched trill, a sound of awe and approval, while Munchie, ever curious, bats at the air where the pearl once was, sensing the immense energy that has been unleashed. The cavern, now devoid of its monstrous guardian and its central treasure, feels different, charged with the lingering chaos of your power. What will you command next, now that the Kraken's might is yours? Woo! Alright. That was a lot of text. Let's see what this Abyssal Maw does, am I right? Let's see what we got, Abyssal Maw. As an action, Obsidia can conjure a crushing vortex of water and ice at a point that she can see within 60 feet. Creatures in a 10-foot radius sphere must make a DC 16 strength saving throw or take 4d6 cold damage and be restrained until the end of Obsidia's next turn. On a successful save, they take half damage and are not restrained. Obsidian can conjure a crushing vortex of water and ice. Heck yeah! Hello, A-Rod So Dope 96. Fireball? Kind of. Shorter range, less damage, but kind of. Oh, yeah, adds. Sorry, guys. All right. Since everyone's doing ads right now, yeah, make sure to grab a snack, use the bathroom. There's another minute and a half on the ad, so you got a little bit of time. Captain Axe, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Hey, Captain Axe, could you answer a question for me? You just gifted a sub. Was it cheaper than normal? I believe there's a discount on gifted subs right now. Oh, but it's only on... Sorry, it's on 5 or more. Yeah. Rough. The man, the only one. You freaking love D&D? Lovely. You're in the right place. A 3-minute ad is too long. I agree. But we do all the ads. Well, I guess I'll tell them afterwards because they can't see anyways. What do you think I gifted by 5? I don't think it was on last stream. I turned it on for this stream. Last one I'm allowed to give. AI, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Zed the Golden Sky Cat. the other day before my ad was almost 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Ugh. Oh, you guys started a hype train. To explain the ad situation for you guys, so you guys can have a say if you like. The ad situation. If I don't have ads running, people get hit, like new people get hit with like a long ad before they can join the stream. Like basically like the 3-minute ads that you guys just had. They had to like do that, but when they join the stream, it doesn't even happen at like the regular ad times. Which means that it's really hard for new people to join the stream because they're not going to watch ads to see a streamer they've never seen before. So I have to put at least 3 minutes of total ads per hour. I do it all at once so that it's not I just don't play during that time. So you guys can go use it. We treat it as like a break, like a bathroom break. Go to the bathroom, grab snacks, stuff like that. Yeah, if people would prefer, I could do them more frequently but shorter. I just assumed people would rather get them all out of the way at once and have to be worried about them only once an hour rather than like every 15 minutes or something. So they're gonna run ads regardless. That's right. I can't like make it so that no ads get run. Get them all at once. Okay. I'm back and I just heard my name. Yes. I was talking to you. Alright. So we got this new Abyssal Maw power. I believe we still have our chests. Do we? Yes, we have our barnacle covered chests. Always tell your DM, please and thank you. It played mid-sentence. Yeah, I forgot to check to see when it was playing. I don't set it, it does it automatically. So the next ad starts in 52 minutes. Oh yeah, there's new channel point spenders as well. Because singing came up so often, I've made it a specific one. It's more expensive than me just doing a normal sound. Since it's more disruptive to the stream. Luxurious dark furs, a harpoon of the abyssal hunter, navigator's compass of planar tracing, flawless emeralds. Don't care about the silver. I don't think we care about the furs either. Is it give me lines? Yeah, it's give me lines. Oh, snap. Alurinai has flexed on everybody in the chat. They have spent 5,000 channel points purely for a flex to be shouted out as someone who is not your average viewer. They said, I'm better than everyone else in the chat, and I'm here to show it. Thank you, Alurinai, for flexing on everybody. All right, let's see what they've added. Okay, here we go. Is this stuff? No, it's just exotic. We can get rid of that. And oh, did I actually? Okay, I accidentally took everything. Compass. When holding this compass once per long rest, the wielder can focus their will for 1 minute, requiring concentration, to sense the nearest most stable portal or weak point leading to a specific plane of existence. The wisps within the compass will then align to point towards its location. This does not open portals, but locates them. A finely crafted brass compass with a glass dome. Dope! Portal to the hells, here we come. Okay. We don't need the harpoon. There was like an undecipherable. Here we go. A small old logbook bound in weathered leather. Its pages filled with intricate yet incomprehensible charts and symbols. Okay. Well, I don't need that either, really. Goodbye. Gotta keep the items below 50 or else errors will occur. Not gonna lie, I want to do something about that, but I'm gonna just pop in before getting some sleep for work. Thank you, Quack Crow. Curse you, Barry the Violet. Hello, Savvy. We're about to go try and find a portal to the hells. All right. Let's go. Oh, there's more. Jesus. With the immense power of the Kraken Pearl now flowing through your veins, you turn your attention to the 3 barnacle-covered chests. Your secrets still hidden by the sea's embrace. Echo nudges one with its snout, an ancient curiosity in its swirling eyes. Crunchy and Munchy perch on your shoulders, watching with eager anticipation. You wrench open the first chest. The salt-encrusted hinges groaning in protest. Inside, nestled Among a tangle of rotting seaweed are approximately 500 gold pieces, a collection of tarnished silver goblets, and 2 well-preserved bundles of dark, luxurious furs, likely from some Arctic beast. The second chest proves more resistant, but with the crack of the aged wood, it yields. Beneath a layer of damp, sand-caked linen, you find yet another 700 gold pieces, a handful of flawless, palm-sized emeralds that gleam with inner light, and a formidable harpoon of the abyssal hunter. Its shaft is crafted from polished obsidian, and its barbed tip appears to be carved from kraken bone. A faint icy chill emanates from it, and it feels unnaturally light in your grasp. Finally, the third chest opens with a softer sigh. Here, the contents are less overtly opulent, but far more intriguing. Beside 300 gold pieces and a small leather-bound logbook filled with incomprehensible nautical charts, lies a strange, intricately wrought navigator's compass of planar tracing. Made of polished brass, its surface is etched with swirling, ethereal symbols that seem to subtly shift and reconfigure. Inside of a single needle, several wisps of shimmering light dance within, pointing in different, seemingly random directions. It feels cool to the touch, and you sense a profound, complex magic woven to its core. The chests have yielded a fortune in gold, exquisite furs, and shimmering emeralds, but it's the more esoteric finds that truly capture your attention. The harpoon feels potent in your grasp, an extension of your newly acquired kraken power. Its black obsidian shaft, cold and smooth, the kraken bone tip menacingly sharp. This will be a formidable tool for future battles. However, it's the navigator's compass of planar tracing that makes your draconic heart quicken. Its brass gleams and the swirling ethereal symbols on its surface dance with a promise that resonates deeply within your ultimate quest. The multiple wisps of light within its crystal face currently dart seemingly at random, a cosmic riddle in miniature. You know that Tiamat, your patron, is imprisoned within the 9 hells, and the path to her freedom and your own ascension lies beyond this material plane. This compass and its ability to point towards planar portals could be the very key you sought to travel to hell. Your dragons shift around you, their instincts honed to your purpose. Echo, with its ancient eyes, seems to regard the compass with a knowing gaze. Crunchy lets out a soft, inquisitive chirp, while Munchie, perched on your shoulder, nuzzles your cheek. The icy cave, once a tomb of for a monstrous creature, now feels like a launching pad for your planar ambitions. The path to Tiamat and your destiny suddenly feels a step closer. Jesus. Easier to do narrative management. What did I miss? I'm an agent of chaos. I don't need to flex. Does having you say game lines counts as give me lines, or does it still count as a sound? If you're having me do like an accent while I read the lines, some like goofy accent, then that counts as lines. I can't get you home, but I can get you the underworld instead. Your game's magical items are so much more elaborate than mine. Yeah, this is because I prompt the DM whenever an item seems magical before I put it in my pack. I prompt the DM to put all of its bits into the item. So you can see here. Where's the last message I sent? DM, if you add any items, please make sure to give them detailed item descriptions with their effects and all useful information for any powers they may have. Thank you. So, like, I'm not telling it to give me items, but if you do add items, make sure they're detailed, they have their effects in there, they have all the useful information, any powers. That way, I can use them in combat. So Miss Piggy is give me lines. Yeah, if it's not just like quickly, you know, if it's not like get over here, then yeah, it's give me lines. I'm on sound only. Is that a bio prompt or in-game prompt? A bio prompt or in-game prompt? I'm on sound only. Bio prompt. I don't know what this means. Oh, that's an in-game prompt. I put that at the end of the message. Prompt for that. Yeah. I did not understand what they were asking. In your biography? Yeah, it's an in-game prompt. I put that at the end of a message. That I like, if I'm opening a chest for loot, hey DM, if you do add the item, make sure it has this stuff. It's too long for a bio prompt. It'll take up too much space, and the DM likely won't follow it all the time anyways. It's just like one of those things where it doesn't have any reason to check your backstory when deciding that it's going to give you items, so it'll probably not prompt itself to think about it. So you just do it when you think items are going to be added. You know, when you say, I put something in my pack, that's whenever you go, DM, if you add an item, make sure it has detailed description. One World of Lego 3. Thank you for following the stream. All right. Chocolate Moose. Thank you for following the stream. Thank you. Makes it better for getting magic items without having to create them or get absolutely nothing described. Yeah, that's right. You pull out the navigator's compass of planar tracing. Its polished brass glinting in the pale light of the icy cave. Gripping it firmly, you fix your gaze upon its intricate face, willing the swirling symbols to obey your command. Take me to the nearest hellgate, you declare, your voice resonating with a newly acquired abyssal power. You concentrate, focusing your formidable will, picturing the fiery, tormented landscape of the Nine Hells. The wisps of light within the compass, which moments before danced erratically, now begin to coalesce, shimmering with an intensified crimson hue. Slowly, with an almost imperceptible hum, they align, drawing together into a single vibrant needle of light that points with unwavering certainty towards a specific direction. Within the cavern, the ancient arcane device vibrates gently in your hand, a tangible connection to the planes beyond Mythgar. I think I remember you saying you don't like musicals, so I thought I would just clarify that it was from for you, so you weren't completely lost, Echo. Oh, it's a line from one of the epic musical songs. Hold on, give me a second. What are you guys talking about? Maru, what'd you send before? Oh, I can't get you home, but I can get you to the underworld instead. I see. Okay. I got you. I'll hop onto Echo's back. Let's fly. Hell awaits. I'd send you the song, but I don't think you'd like it. That's probably true. Any tips for prepping the DM for larger creatures? I'm not trying to one-shot a T-Rex or get one-shot either. Okay, chocolate mousse. In your when you start a game, in your appearance section, if you haven't already, check out a character creation guide on YouTube or by me. Like, look at the channel. You'll see my how I create these characters. Or look at the guide. When you do so, you'll see that there is a template I give on how to create a character. One of the sections is like DM skill DCs, and then I put easy 8 to 10 or something, or 12 if it's a rogue or whatever. If you want hard combat, put DM combat difficulty very, very hard, and then enemies will have a lot more health and a lot more AC, and so you'll have a harder time killing them. But enemy health is based off of your health, your team's collective health. So if you really want enemies having high amounts of HP, you need to have an ally with you that has a lot of health. So you can specify that you have a companion with a lot of HP. They're so tanky. They have so much HP. And then whenever if they're added into combat, if they're on your side, now your side has 100 HP or something, and so the enemies can also have 100 HP. You'll be in a real slog of a battle, but that, if that's what you want, you can do that. Sing Odysseus's monologue? Yeah, the only musical I consistently like that I ever go back to and watch is Sweeney Todd. That's the only one. I like the vibe, and I like how dumb the songs are. They're not really trying to make the music good, and that's okay. Because I'm not there. I don't think they're gonna make good music. There's no musical out there making good music. Hot take by me. Yeah, the music is meant to be catchy and like, you know, be stuck in your head. And that's just, I don't listen to pop, and so therefore most of the music sucks. And I know there are like rock musicals, those they suck too. It's not, you know, I listen to like math rock and progressive metal and stuff like that. Like the music's never going to be complicated enough for me. I could not get into Sweeney Todd. It was just too confusing for me. That's what I like about it. It has such a vibe. I lost like 5 viewers as soon as I crapped on musicals. That's hilarious. There was like 5 people who were like, I'm out. You're not listening to High School Musical? Out of here. You didn't like Cats? How could you? Stairway to Heaven's fine. It's not on my playlist. You know what I'm saying? I'll like listen to it. I'll like listen to it if it's on, you know what I'm saying? But my playlist doesn't have it, and I won't add it there. There's not going to be any AC/DC either or anything like that. There's like a little bit of Metallica, not too much. Yeah. My stuff is like, you know, Tool and Polyphia and like a bunch of bands you've never heard of. Really obscure stuff. I have bands on my Spotify playlist that have like 4,000 monthly listeners, just like nobody's listening to them. Okay. You swing yourself onto Echo's massive back, the crystalline horns cold and smooth beneath your hand. Let's fly! Hell awaits! You command, your voice echoing with fierce determination through the icy cavern. Echo rumbles a deep vibration that courses through your very bones, and then begins to move with surprising grace. Its colossal frame weaving between the remaining ice formations, the navigator's compass of planar tracing, clutched in your hand, continues to glow with a crimson light. Its single needle of energy steadfastly pointing towards a distant, shadowed recess in the cavern wall. Crunchy and Munchy, ever loyal, cling to your shoulders, their small bodies trembling slightly with anticipation as you follow the compass's unerring guidance deeper into ancient ice, leaving the now empty Kraken's hoard behind. Oh yeah, I'm super 70s, 80s, and some Avenged Sevenfold. Cats was something I wish I had never seen. I listen to a broad range of music. My main go-to is rock, like 3 Days Grace, sometimes Breaking Benjamin, then smatterings of different songs. Oof. Yeah, I do not mean this as an insult, but 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin were like the bands I was listening to in middle school. Yeah. And then I moved towards like more like metal and stuff. Watch a YouTube essay on a movie I've never seen, or the Broadway show. Either one. I've never seen it. So all right. Fall Out Boy and Hollywood Undead is what I listened to in high school and can't really listen to now. Hollywood Undead came out with a song recently that I think is way better. Oh, what is it called? Yes, I agree. Hollywood Undead made some pretty cringe music. But they made a song recently. Dang it. I can't find it. It was like oddly motivational. It was pretty funny. If I find it, I'll send it. Yeah, All American Rejects, Hollywood Undead. Yeah. Yeah, these are all like middle school bands. Avenged Sevenfold did have a lot of video game cameos. Okay. We speed to the portal, my heart racing and pounding, anticipation welling up within as my dreams of defeating Tiamat get closer. Echo surges forward, its powerful wings beating the cold air into a whirlwind as you speed towards the glowing direction indicated by the compass. Thank you, my love. The ice cavern blurs past, illuminated by the compass' crimson beam. A stark contrast to the blue-white surroundings. Your heart pounds a rhythm against your ribs, matching the powerful strides of your mighty companion. A feverish anticipation building within you. The cavern begins to narrow, the icy walls pressing in before abruptly opening into a vast hidden chamber. There, shimmering ominously at the far end, is the Hellgate. A swirling vortex of raw, malevolent energy, its edges rimmed with crackling black fire. The air around it is thick with the scent of sulfur and ash, a heat rising from its depths that battle with the cave's perpetual cold. Strange guttural whispers seem to emanate from within, a siren song promising power and peril. This is the threshold to your destiny, the gateway to Tiamat's realm. Shout out to Papa Roach too, yeah. I want to say they had like 2 COD Zombie songs. I don't know if it was COD Zombies. I think it was the COD campaign that they had it. I prefer Ellen Siegmund's ones. Oh, I didn't see. I have a challenge. You can ask me trivia. What are the opening lyrics to Cats the musical? Ugh. All right, I'm gonna take a wild stab here. Okay. My guess is it's I'm a cat or we're all cats. That's a wild guess. I have no idea. I've never even remotely seen content for cats. Only have I heard about it in passing. So that's my guess. Maru. Do you like random challenges, Echo? Because if so, I have anything. If so, I have one for you if you're up for it. It doesn't have anything to do with Everweave, just so you know. I mean, hit me up. Well, you know, we'll see. If I send the answer, will you read them aloud? Maybe, if they're appropriate. Hi, Nix. Hi, baby girl. Nix, come. Girl. Okay. Let's go into hell. It's being checked by the mods. Oh, unfortunate. It'll forever be checked by the mods then. Because both of my mods are not here. Jarl isn't here, and the wife is not present. Let me see. Might be able to do it. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta deny it. Sorry, she builds monsters. Listen to one of the songs from Epic the Musical. You don't have to. You don't want to. Are you blind when you were born? Can you see in the dark? Dare you look at a king? Would you sit on his throne? Can you say of your bite that it's worse than your bark? Just cat energy? Request to be a mod and then say you have to leave. The moment you pass through the crackling black fire, the world twists into a maelstrom of sensation. The biting cold of the ice cavern vanishes, replaced by a suffocating, acrid heat that assaults your scales. The air, once crisp and clean, now chokes with acrid stench of sulfur, burnt flesh, and something anciently foul. Colors bleed into a spectrum of grim reds, oranges, and sickly greens. You find yourself standing on a craggy obsidian plain under a sky the color of bruised purple, perpetually lit by the glow of distant volcanic eruptions. Jagged peaks of black rock pierce the polluted heavens, and the rivers of molten rock snake across the landscape. carving fiery paths through the desolate terrain. The ground beneath your feet is coarse and sharp, littered with the splintered bones of unknown creatures. Distant, mournful wails and the clang of infernal machinery echo across the infernal wastes. A chilling soundtrack to this cursed realm. Echo, surprisingly calm, steadies its footing on the jagged ground, its multifaceted eyes reflecting the hellish glow. Crunchy and Munchy instinctively press closer to you, their small bodies radiating a protective warmth against the oppressive atmosphere. Yeah. This stream is just tangents. That's the... ruins the AI illusion. Yeah, this stream is all tangents. I like it that way, though. DM be redundant with the descriptions? Yeah, it do be. Which do you know more? The Witcher universe or Warhammer? God. Honestly, about the same. About the same. Probably... I know more obscure information about Warhammer, but it's like, none of it's cohesive. I just like know like stuff. I know like specific details. Like third lung, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, the tangents pull me away from doing my own Everweave. Perfect. That's what we're going for. We're here to be a nuisance, really, is the idea. You scan the tormented landscapes, your eyes accustomed to the dim light of Mythgar's caves and blizzards, easily piercing the smoky haze of this infernal realm. In the immediate vicinity, the Obsidian plains stretch desolate, broken only by the fiery rivers and jagged rock formations. There are no devils directly visible, no immediate patrols or watchful sentinels lurking in the shadows. However, the air is not empty of presence. The distant, mournful wails you heard upon arrival occasionally sharpen into distinct, unholy shrieks that seem to carry on the hot winds. Far off, against the lurid purple sky, you glimpse the faint, skeletal outlines of towering structures built into the very rock. You could only be infernal fortresses or cities. From these structures and from other unseen sources, plumes of dark, greasy smoke billow upwards, carrying the distinct metallic scent of countless forges. I like greasy smoke. That gives like a fun descriptor. While no devils are in plain sight, their presence is undeniably woven into the fabric of this cursed plane, a silent, pervasive threat in the oppressive heat. So many infernal things in hell, yeah. So can we have like dragons and familiars or something now? We always could. They'll be added as like more effective versions soon. I'd wait for the companion update before you start trying to add them into your game. All right, let's see. What about Marvel or DC? Probably Marvel. Yeah. I'm into different types of nerdy stuff. Like, superheroes are okay. I know a little bit about comics, mostly from video essays and not actually from reading any comics. I wasn't that into them. But I like, the sort of weirdness about them. I know some of the movie stuff and show stuff, but I'm not like a super fan. Ooh, fun. I can add my character's loyalty mount. A red stag based off of the same red elk Yakul from Princess Mononoke. Yeah. I like that Spider-Man doesn't kill. And is a spaz. Speaking of upcoming update, that was told soon, is there any smaller things and flavors in it to add some more shenanigans for the players to utilize? The game is going to be, the update is going to be huge. It's going to have, it's going to be the single most ambitious update we've ever done to the game. So, I mean, yes, there's a lot to it. Like, not just companions are going to have like stat sheets so that they're effective in combat, but also NPCs you interact with are going to remember conversations, remember interactions, have sort of like almost like a relationship status where it's like, oh, we've had a lot of good interactions and very few bad ones. Like, I like you, I'm willing to be more easily persuaded. Stuff like that. Echo, take flight! We must find a pack of devils to interrogate. You climb higher onto Echo's back, a surge of adrenaline coursing through you as the colossal dragon unfurls its mighty wings. With a powerful beat, Echo lifts off the jagged obsidian plain, ascending into the acrid, smoke-choked sky. Below you, the rivers of molten rock become shimmering veins across a diseased landscape, and the distant infernal fortresses grow clearer, their battlements and spires etched against the lurid purple sky. The scales of this realm is staggering. The scale of this realm is staggering, a testament to its unending torment. As Echo gains altitude, the mournful wails coalesce into clearer sounds of suffering and activity. Your sharp, draconic eyes scan the infernal terrain. It doesn't take long. Below, in a desolate, rocky ravine, you spot them, a patrol of 8 spined devils, their bat-like wings beating sluggishly in heavy air, their barbed tails twisting restlessly. They march in a loose formation, their wicked tridents scraping against the rock, seemingly on a routine patrol between 2 distant smoking strongholds. This pack of devils, while not massive, seems a suitable target for your intended interrogation. Are they going to get rid of the DM's gossipy nature? Like it knows stuff it shouldn't? I don't know if that's a specific thing that's happening, so can't say. I don't know. I was going to say I have a familiar called Pickle the Crow. What about enemies? Will they have combat ratings for XP? No, XP is still going to be flat, but the enemies should have stats now. My traveling paladin won't have to keep reintroducing themselves. BattleTech or AC Gundam timeline? What? I don't know what you're talking about, Hashin. I know Gundam. I don't know BattleTech. It sounds vaguely familiar. A Dryad and an Archmage companions. Yeah, Funny Mind did that too a bit ago. As in, like, NPCs know things that they shouldn't know type of gossip. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I'm also guessing that the new update, when it comes, would be compatible with the saves like previous updates. If so, then my campaign will become somewhat harder. The guards in half the towns would want me dead. I don't know if that is the case. I don't know if it will work with previous updates. That's the goal, but it might not function in that way. It's at least a step forward towards XP. Well, y'all have a good one. I have to head back to work. All right, see you, Captain Axe. Guys, you gotta listen to me. Will old save still work? I don't know. That's the goal. We don't know if it'll work. We'll have to see. Yeah, the goal is to make it work with the old saves. The memory update will be a big one. That won't work with the older saves. That won't completely revamp the memory of the AI and make it to where the AI's memory should be 100% better. Yeah. We have an idea for what we want to do with the memory, but it will likely not work at all with old saves. Yeah, you guys are really repeating the same questions over and over again. The update will be soon. How good is your Resident Evil knowledge? Like, pretty bad, honestly. I'm actually nervous about one of my campaigns. I have an Armored Core inspired game that I made before, like 2 updates back. And it's like really old. Make sure you pop in there every so often. If there's any updates between then, sometimes the character needs to update. If you get more than like 1 update behind, sometimes the character won't load in anymore effectively. Alright, looks like we got 4 spined devils. Echo tucks its colossal wings, transforming into a deadly obsidian dart plummeting from the smoke-choked sky. The dive is silent, swift, and utterly devastating. You brace yourself against its back as the ground rushes up, and with a thunderous impact that shakes the very infernal earth, Echo slams into the unsuspecting patrol of spined devils. 4 of the barbed creatures are crushed instantly beneath Echo's immense bulk. Their cries cut short as their bodies are pulverized into dust and bone. Before the remaining devils can even register the sudden cataclysmic assault, you leap from Echo's back, landing lightly amidst the chaos. "Hold back, my children," you command, your voice ringing with authority. Echo, Crunchy, Munchy, and Frost circle above, a menacing tableau against the hellish sky. Their eyes fixed on the surviving devils, but they heed your words, waiting for your signal. The 4 remaining spine devils, their spines bristling with alarm, shriek in outrage, whipping their barbed tails and raising their tridents, their glowing red eyes now fixed on you alone. With their 4 comrades instantly crushed, the remaining spine devils shriek in outrage, their barbed tails whipping and tridents raised. They focus their malevolent attention on you, eager for vengeance. Combat begins. That's alright. As long as you keep updating it, it shouldn't be a problem how old it is. Alright. Let's do it. Combat time. We're trying our new Abyssal Maw ability. I think it auto-kills him because it's technically 46. But we'll see how the DM rolls it. She Builds Monsters does not currently have a sub. Oh, is it think I'm trying to cast a spell? It does. AI, thank you so much for giving a gifted sub to She Builds Monsters. So you have it. All right. Let's see. Okay, the DM for some reason is claiming it cannot see my my items. So we're just gonna help him out here a little bit. Passion, thank you so much for subscribing with your Prime. I appreciate it. Okay. So the DM is... The DM doesn't want to let my ability work. So let's go over what's happening here. Combat started. I want to use the new Abyssal Maw ability that it gave me this game. I'm targeting 3 devils with it. And it's like, oh, you don't have spell slots, so you can't use it. But by Abyssal Maw, it thinks I'm talking about a spell, specifically Glimpse of Hunger, because that summons a maw. And so I said, DM, you're trying to use Glimpse of Hunger, you know, don't do that. I'm using an ability that doesn't require a spell slot. Please check my items. And the DM's like, oh, yeah, no problem. I shouldn't have assumed that. But I can't see your items. That's wrong. It can see items. It's like, I don't know what this like item page that you're talking about. And I'm like, okay, I'm talking about my inventory. It's like, yeah, no problem. I can't see that in my abilities tool. That's the only one I have. Which, once again, not true. But it's asking like, hey, can you give me the description? I'm like, sure, I'll give you the description. So, I have typed out the description for it, but I've also asked it to like check the item for it as well. This is common because, for those that don't know, the DM doesn't have any knowledge of your narrative. It only has knowledge of stuff that's on your sheet. And the only stuff it checks beforehand are like the message right before right before the combat, and then your appearance section of your character sheet. So and so if you like got a spell from your spellcasting school way earlier in the game, then the DM doesn't remember that. So you need to have some way of pointing it towards that ability. The narrative DM will remember, but the combat DM won't. It'll forget every time because it just doesn't have that information. Are you still using please and thank you? Yes. Yes, I am. See? Thank you. A Lego. Wow. It did roll the damage wrong, though. With the description right here, it still rolled the damage wrong. Come on, DM. Oh, no, wait. Are they hitting me? Oh, that's going on. Wait, why did it skip my turn? Interesting. Okay, the DM is fully tripping. Which Nazgul stabbed Frodo, and what was he stabbed with? Ah, he was stabbed with some dagger. Some dagger that was going to turn him into like a Nazgul. And which Nazgul? I don't know. Like Fred, the human Nazgul. That's my guess. Old Tommy the Nazgul. The Morgul blade, yeah, that's right. The Witch King of Angmar. That's dope. There you go. I knew it all along. I found the secret texts that were lost from the Silmarillion. Okay, let's see what happened. The DM was like, wait, Jarl's here? What's up, Jarl? Poor connection, not sure if this will go through. You didn't send a sound effect. You messed it up. I'll refund your points. Try again. Anyway, the DM's like, oh yeah, that super worked. Look, crunch. It hit them. Wow, so good. But it didn't do any damage, and it didn't roll any dice. So we're going to tell the DM it forgot to do the last turn. Is it the thing where if you killed them before they have a turn? No, it's not that thing. Jarl wasn't here. Jarl, your request is denied. There's a new thing for me to do entire lines. Bye-bye. All right. See you, Jarl. Ooh. Wait, error. But it went through. Kind of? Oh no, but it only showed up once, which means it didn't go through. Interesting. Let's try and send it again. I'll narrate the turn as Miss Piggy, I guess. DM! You forgot to roll any saving throws or damage for my last turn? Could you please use my Abyssal Maw ability to hit 3 of the devils, since you didn't do it? I was hit multiple times, DM! There you go. Echoes of Rain God. Abyssal Maw is the name of the item. Flip that, Piggy, please. Yeah. The DM is struggling. Oh, but it's doing damage. Fail, fail. Success. Lovely. It is doing its absolute best. It's trying so hard. It's like, your ability's too complicated. I don't get it. It's actually not. It shouldn't be very hard for it. We've done way harder stuff than this, but it's really struggling. Oh. On it, skip the... It skipped their turns? No, it hit me anyways. That's so weird. Okay, I took 6 more damage. 2 of the guys died. Alright. The DM is struggling. Alright. +3. This is how you're supposed to write your attacks. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Me too. Loving the jazz music. Yeah. Making a non-bread snack. Oh, yeah. Just like garlic naan with butter. Delicious. Wow, we rolled minimum damage, but that's alright. They only have 3 HP! This jazzy vibe during combat is very funny to me. Yeah, the DM is taking its sweet time. We're really struggling through this combat. There's not very many enemies, and I don't think I have too many items. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. 25, 26, 27, 20. 28 items is not even close. So. But look at all these individual gold pieces. That's too many of them. I guess there's 6 and 7 of these. That might matter. You can get rid of them. Help. Goodbye. Did I say I like fish? The band? No. I didn't. I didn't say that. Okay. We're down to 1 devil left. And we heal? Assuming? Wow. This combat has been really bugged. I'm having such a hard time. Hey baby girl, hi Nix. Perfect dog is Everybody say hi to Nyx. He's being very cute and sitting next to me, watching the stream. Look at baby girl, they're all saying hi to you. It's because she's so cute and small. No meow. She's a dog. She is a Cane Corso mixed with Great Dane. And a little bit of English Bull Mastiff. Hello, hello. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Everyone. Everyone, look at something for me. This, I think, is messed up. Okay. I rolled 12 versus 13. One second. Sorry, hold on. Here we go. Sorry. Cleared the chat by accident. I was trying to delete a message because it was inappropriate, but I accidentally cleared the entire chat because I could not get into the mod mode. Yeah, just it's the nuclear option. Anyway, here you go. Check this out. So, I'm rolling to intimidate the creature. It rolls an ability check. I fail it. That's understandable. But then it attempts to hit me with its barbed tail. Notice it didn't switch turns, which means it used my stats against its AC to hit me. And then it was its turn, and it rolled against my AC and missed. And I know it used my stats because it rolled a 21, which enemies can't do. Yeah, the DM's seriously cheating here. So it made you attack yourself? It made me attack it, and then when I hit it, it did damage to me. It's cheating in your favor? No, it's cheating against me. Okay. It's like, oh yeah, that's weird. You heal. 4? Can I roll a 4? Maybe. I might not be proficient in intimidation. Oh, now it's not even rolling for attack. The enemy's just hitting me. Well, we just gotta keep going until I get this check. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, the DM has joined the chat as Alfred Indigo. It didn't even decide to hide itself very much. As you can see, Alfred Indigo, if you take the initials, it's AI. So if you want to blame them, they're the ones that are really holding this up right now. You attempt to grapple the spine devil. Okay, I successfully grabbed him. I failed the intimidation. It attempts to lash out, but it fails. We got it! We did the check with advantage. 23. But it didn't say natural 20. I guess because it was an ability check. Okay, we finally did it, guys. Your words, backed by undeniable force of your grip, finally break through the devil's defiance. A shriek, more of pain and terror than rage, rips from its throat. Its struggles cease, and its eyes, now wide with fear, lock onto yours. Tiamat! She seeks The shard of Aether, hidden in the Obsidian Citadel, deep within the glacial peaks. The devil rasps, its voice trembling before its forms begin to shimmer and fade, unable to withstand the overwhelming pressure of your will and the infernal wounds it sustained. Obsidia. Recap. Before the devil faded into nothingness, its purpose served. All right, we're gonna level up to level 4, guys. Let's go. Pin. We're planning on expanding it to 16 eventually, but that'll take a while. Is there plans to let us multi-class? Maybe. After all the classes are added. Not before. Here we go. We're doing charisma and charisma, and we're gonna learn a new cantrip. Let's do mind sliver and a new spell. I got some visibility. All right. We are now level 4, and we know where Tiamat is gonna be. It's gonna be time for our final showdown next time. All right, we'll leave it on that cliffhanger, and it's trivia time. All right. Illegal cliffhanger. We are gonna finish this one. We'll finish it next time. You guys don't want a 15-minute battle as the last battle of the game, do you? We have to... It's not even gonna be 15 minutes. We would have 5 minutes to battle Tiamat. That's like gonna be boring as heck. We want it to be epic. It'll be a final confrontation. And maybe an epilogue. You don't know that? The dice could make it longer. It could make it longer, but that's... We only have that much time left in the gaming amount of stream. Sassy... Sorry. Sacintha Squatch. Thank you so much for following. Alright. Oh, it's Sassy the Squatch. I don't know why I saw like SYN. Sassy the Squatch. Thank you for following. Alright. Trivia time, let's go. Where is the natural habitat of rubber trees? Looking for a specific proper noun here. She builds monsters. The Amazon is correct. Amazon rainforest, guys. That's the natural place for rubber trees. Those are real? Yeah. Where do you think we get rubber from? We get it from trees. Right. Looks right. You may give it to them yourself. Okay. That's true. Henry Ford did do that and heavily exploited the locals, causing lots of problems in that area. Ah. Oh man, I don't have anyone that can send it to you. What's your name on Discord? It's like Songbird? There you go. I sent it to you. All right. What are the name for the race of bug monsters in Helldivers 2? This is a proper noun. Colonel Mustang's gloves. Terminids is correct. Unfortunately, proper nouns must be spelled correctly to win the trivia. Terminids. Hello, good shooting in text. We are doing trivia, the last part of the stream. What did Tony Stark build the first Iron Man suit with? And came in a box. Box of scrap. That's right. Orlando. That is correct. How many joules are there in a calorie? Notice the big C there. Big C calorie. Ooh. 4,184 is super close. I'll give it to Crystal Tsuyoshi. They were within 5, so I'll give it to them. Really? No one's getting their codes? Okay, people are saying they're not getting their codes. 1 second. If you could, for those who say they haven't gotten their code, please refresh the stream. And when you do that, recheck the messages. We'll run a quick ad so that there's no more for the rest of the stream. Okay, give me a second. Okay. And the music's gone. Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay, it looks like Lando, Crystal Tsuyoshi, and Colonel Mustang's Gloves did not get their codes. Yeah, this is rough. Okay, go ahead. Message me on Discord. Everyone. Gonna try. Hey, Colonel Mustang. Did that show up on Did that show up for you on the stream? Yes, you can reach out to me on Discord. How do you reach out to me on Discord? Try sending it to you on here one more time. Did that send to you, Lando? No. Okay. Yeah, then on Everweave, you can go up to the streams tab. You'll see all my posts. Click my name and hit message, and then you'll be able to type me a message. I'll have to accept the DM. Yeah, my name is Echo, parentheses, community manager. Requests. All right, we got it. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot keep doing that. I cannot keep sending people their codes on Discord. If I do that more, Discord will ban me from being able to DM people for like some period of time, and my account will be shut down. I won't be able to make posts in the server. I won't be able to do my job as community manager. As such, unfortunately, I will not be able to continue to do the trivia during this session. I'll have to figure out why Twitch is not sending messages again. Yeah, unfortunately, this seems to be some sort of Twitch issue. But yeah, that means that trivia isn't happening for the rest of the stream. Hopefully, I'll have fixed it by next time. Yes, we can still play without codes. I won't do it this time because people who are watching the video will just cut off, assuming the rest of the time is trivia. But if it's not available next time, we can still play. But I hopefully I'll have it fixed by next time. We'll see. We should have something going by Tuesday. Okay. So sorry, everyone. I know that's an anticlimactic ending to the stream, but thank you all for joining. I'm so sorry. Twitch has decided to make it awful for me once again. But I'll figure out whatever it needs to be, new browser, something. If I have to send the codes from my phone, I'll do that. But yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching the stream. Just when you think the curse is gone, yeah. You guys are awesome. I had fun. All right. Bye-bye.